Hi everyone. So let's get started with today's English. So first of all, we're going to do a bit of a vocab blast and recap over the words that we looked at yesterday and make sure we are familiar with them and we understand what they mean. So let's have a look back. So what was this word that we had in the middle? Can you remember? It was evil. Well done. So let's have a look. So today I've taken off my Freya model the examples that I popped underneath here, and we're going to have a go at completing them together. So let's think of a definition for evil. So an evil person is someone who is what? Have a little think. Yeah, so an evil person is someone who's really unkind, behaves badly, isn't very nice to others. Fabulous. Right, let's think of an example then. So who could we say is evil? So we could say that filth and vacuum are evil. You think of anyone else who we could say is evil? Yeah, so villains are evil people. Do we say any other people? Okay, so we could say people who, like criminals, people who do unkind things. Criminals, I would say, are evil people as well. Well done. So non-examples. So an example of something that isn't evil then. So I'm going to put myself down because I don't think I'm an evil person. So I'm going to put that down. We could also say that a baby isn't evil, they are innocent. Okay, so well done, we've had a look at the word evil, but now we're going to look at the other word that we had. And this word here that you can see at the top of my screen is messy. Okay, and we said that messy was one of the adjectives we were looking at, and it has the suffix y on the end of it. And I've got some pictures down here at the bottom, and I just want us to sort them into whether they are pictures of things that are messy or are not pictures of things that are messy. So let's have a little look. So the first picture here I've got of a classroom with some tables and chairs set out. Do you think this is messy, or do you think that this isn't messy? What do you think? Correct. I would say that this is not messy. It's very tidy, isn't it? And very organized, which is the opposite of what messy is. So let's choose, I'm going to choose this handwriting now. So this writing here, I'll just make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. Oh, they've done lots of crossings out, scribbling out. Do you think that's messy or not? What do you think? Yeah, I'd be saying that that is quite messy, especially when we do our work on our books. It doesn't look like that, does it? We like to make it nice and neat. Got some other handwriting here, though. What do you think about this handwriting? So this is on the line. There aren't any crossings out. Do we think this is messy or not? Yeah, I'd say that isn't messy. I'd say that's lovely, neat handwriting. Oh, I've got a picture of a bedroom here. I'll make it a bit bigger again so you can see it. A nice freshly made bed. Things put away, organised. Would we say this is messy or it's not messy? Well done. I would agree. This is not messy. Okay. Here I've got a picture of a kitchen with lots of things on the side, lots of plates, lots of washing up to do. Would you say that this is messy or that it isn't messy? I agree. I would say that that kitchen is extremely messy. Someone needs to go in and do all those pots and help wash up there. Uh-oh, I've got another picture of a toy room. Look at all these toys on the floor. And you see them, this child here and this child here have been playing. They put all their toys everywhere. Would we say that this is messy or not? What do you think? Yeah, well done. I'd be agreeing with that. I'd be saying that is very messy. And my last picture I've got down here is of a bedroom. And this person's bedroom is very different to this one here. And it's got lots of clothes on the floor. The things are everywhere. Oh my goodness. We've got clothes on chairs, clothes on the bed. Would you say that that is messy or that it isn't? I would agree. I'd be saying that this is a very messy bedroom. I hope your bedrooms do not look like this at home. So you've got lots of examples there of things that are messy and things that are not messy. So thank you for helping me with that. So now we have warmed our brains up a little bit, we're going to go back to our super learning that we've been doing in English. And in our story, Send for a Superhero, we've been thinking about who we can get to help us to get rid of the villains in our story, who are Filth and Vacuum. And yesterday I asked you to start thinking about which adjectives you want to use to describe the superhero that you want to come and get rid of Filth and Vacuum. And hopefully you all wrote some fantastic sentences yesterday that had these adjectives in. And remember, we were using the root word and then putting the suffix full at the end of it to create an adjective. Okay, so I chose yesterday that I wanted my superhero to be helpful, so that he could go and help all the people in the town and fix all the problems that Filth and Vacuum have created. I also decided that I wanted my superhero to be powerful, so that he had lots of strength, or she, to go and catch the baddies and grab them and tie them up so that they couldn't do anything else bad around the city. So just have a little think, which adjectives did you choose yesterday that you decided on for your superhero? So I want my superhero to be what? Have a little think. Super. So you might have needed to recap over your work from yesterday to get some of those adjectives back up. So hopefully you've got that in front of you. So now I've decided we're going to get the Hulk to help us. Now, I know some of you have seen him before. I can't remember who it was who said last week that we might need to get the Hulk to come and help us with Filth and Vacuum. And I thought it was a great suggestion, so I've chosen him as our superhero. And there are a few reasons why I've chosen him. And let me go through these with you. So I think that our lovely friend the Hulk here is very powerful. Okay, so the Hulk is powerful because he's really, really strong. Can you see all his big muscles here on his arms? So I think because he's powerful, he'll be really good at maybe lifting Filth and Vacuum and carrying them away from everywhere. So that's a quality that I admire in the Hulk that I want for my superhero. I also know that he is careful, and that means that he's not hurting anyone when he's stomping around. So although he's very powerful, he makes sure that he's not hurting people when he's stomping past them, and he's only going to get the baddies. Okay, so he's careful in his line of work. I also know that another attribute of the Hulk is that he's wonderful. Okay, he's superhuman. He's an amazing, amazing superhero who I really, really want to come and help get rid of these villains. He's also thoughtful, which is another quality I like about him. And I know that he's thoughtful because he cares about his friends, and he really wants to help people in this town and save their lives. Okay, he wants to save them and make sure that they don't get hurt, which is unfortunately not what Filth and Vacuum seem to be doing at the moment. And the last quality for Hulk is that he is helpful. Okay, he's extremely helpful because he spends all his time helping others and saving them as well. So these are all the qualities that I like about Hulk, and that's why I've decided to choose him as our superhero. So I'll go through those again. So Hulk is powerful, Hulk is careful, Hulk is wonderful, Hulk is thoughtful, and Hulk is helpful. So I'm going to use these ideas today because what I think we should do is write a letter to Hulk and ask him to help us capture Filth and Vacuum, because I just can't do this on my own. So I've decided we're going to ask him to help us, and fingers crossed he will write us a letter back telling us that he can come and help fix this problem that we've got going on. So today I'm asking you to write a letter at home to this lovely character, and you might want to set it out on some lovely paper like this. Okay, so you might want to use our school address, or you might want to put your own address here and see if you can ask the adult to have a go at doing that with you. So should we have a go at starting to write our letter? So in our letter, we need to make sure we're including our superhero's attributes. So all those words, those adjectives that describe him, I've got to make sure I include. So I might flip back onto the other screen to check them in a minute. we need to explain why we've chosen those qualities. So why we need a superhero. So what are Filth and Vacuum doing that we need him so much for? I'm going to make sure that the adjectives I use are going to use the suffix full at the end, which are the adjectives we've been using this week. So I hope you know how to use those. And I'm also going to use a challenge, which is using and to join my simple sentences together. So that's a bit of a challenge for some of you today. So let's see if you can do it. So I'm going to start typing my letter by addressing it to the person that I'm writing it to. And we address it by saying dear and that person's name. So I said, didn't I, that we're writing to Hulk. So dear Hulk. That's how I'm going to start it. Here on my sentence frame, I could use this to scaffold my writing. And it says, I am looking for a superhero to. I might say, I am looking for a superhero to capture the baddies or to save all the people. I think I'm going to use the word capture because I really like that. It's a great verb which means to grab or to get or to trap. Okay, so capture. Dear Hulk, I am looking for a superhero to capture some baddies who are ruining the town. Yeah, I like that. Let me check it. Dear Hulk, I am looking for a superhero to capture some baddies who are ruining the town. Great. Now, though, I need to decide what my superhero's attributes are that I want to describe. So I need someone who is, what could we say? Powerful. I need someone who is powerful because there are two baddies, could I say enormous baddies? Enormous is another word for big. Baddies that need catching. I could also say I need a superhero who is careful and helpful as well. Right, let's check how I am doing in my sentences now. So I've said, Dear Hulk, I'm looking for a superhero to capture some baddies who are ruining the town. Full stop. I need someone who is powerful. There's one of my words, look, with the suffix full. Because, so I'm explaining why I've chosen those qualities, there are two enormous baddies that need catching. I need a superhero who is careful and helpful as well. Brilliant. So let me see. And at the end of my letter, I'm going to write from Miss Reed. Remember, though, you don't need to write from Miss Reed. You need to write who yours is from just here. Okay, so this is why your name goes at the bottom. So your letter today needs Dear Hulk at this top. You need to be including why you need a superhero, okay? What you need the superhero for, what qualities they need, and make sure you're using that full suffix. We've got this lovely word bank up here, so you can pause the screen in a minute and use this. And here are your sentence frames. So, Dear Hulk, I am looking for a superhero to. I need a superhero who will. Please, can you help? So use this to help you frame your sentences if you need. Okay. If this is too tricky, here I've got some communicate and print for you to use at home as well. So similarly to the other one, we've got Dear, and remember our superhero is Dear Hulk. So you can be writing on yours, Dear Hulk. I am, we could use looking, searching, or seeking. I think I'm going to use looking. So I am looking for a superhero, and underneath you can write that. I am looking for a superhero. the superhero will be. So this is where you can start using those qualities that we've discussed about this week. So I'm going to stick with powerful because I just think that this is a great quality that Hulk has that you will need to be using your writing. So my superhero will be powerful. And then at the end, I need to say from, and then it's obviously from me, but yours is going to be slightly different because it's going to have your name at the bottom. So you need to have a little look today. Are you going to write your letters using this communicating print to help scaffold your ideas? Or are you going to use this communicating print to scaffold your ideas? Okay, make sure you're including all these things that we've talked about and you're including our adjectives that include the suffix full. And fingers crossed, because if these letters are fantastic, then it means that hopefully Hulk will come and solve this problem for us and he will get rid of filth and vacuum. Let's see what he says. Make sure those letters are fabulous and send me across so I can check. See you later.